All right, I got ketchup.
good.
That looks real good. Pull it up. Damn. They say, where is the best Cuban sandwich located? It's supposed to be right here in Plant City off of Wheeler Drive, the Strawberry Hut. Alrighty, BB. We are in Plant City, Wheeler, the Strawberry Hut. Let's go check out the menu. See what you're gonna get. I'm gonna get the Cuban steak, Philly steak Cuban. I'll get the 8-inch.
That's what I was thinking. I'm gonna get a pink lemonade too.
You're gonna get the Cuban sandwich, authentic?
Yeah, the authentic one.
Let me see what that Philly has. Yeah, I don't trust that one on Memorial Boulevard. We pass by it every day.
I never paid attention to it.
Yeah, I don't trust that one at all. Doesn't look as clean as this one does. At least over here they have outside eating.
Ooh, they got Spanish bean soup too. So maybe I will do the 4-inch.
And I'll take a lemonade.
Get a pint of the Spanish bean soup.
Okay. I'm gonna get lemonade too.
Okay.
But that's it right there. Voted the best 16 years in a row. We will see. We will see.
So I want to get a pint of the Spanish bean
And a
soup.
4-inch Cuban, you want it all the way pressed?
Yes. Yes, please.
And a pint of soup?
Yes, and he wants the Philly steak Cuban,
Or
the 8-inch.
The 8-inch one. It has peppers and onions cooking already, white American and mayonnaise.
That's good.
Okay.
No
it
mushrooms,
pressed?
right? Has no mushrooms in it, right? Okay. Yeah, I'll have it pressed.
And 2 pink lemonades, 32
Large or
ounce. That large.
Grab a 4-inch all the way pressed, a pint of soup, an 8-inch Philly, and 2 large pinks.
Yes, ma'am.
Your name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie?
I'll get the straws, but just remember that. 3%. They get you. How much was it for everything? 22?
22, and you got a discount of $2.34.
Mm. But this is it. We're gonna eat it here.
Yeah, it's a pretty day for it.
Yeah. But it's right here off of Wheeler. As soon as you get off the exit for Plant City. It's literally right there.
Yeah, if you know anything about
A couple
plants.
lights down, yeah. Yeah, the Strawberry Hut was the old Pizza Hut on Memorial next to KFC. It's been there, yeah. It looks like a bomb hit it.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
does.
it doesn't.
That's where we used to get all of our gowns from. It used to be like a bridal store.
Oh, next door?
Yep. It was there for years.
But yeah, just scared to go to that place. At least here it's out in the open, you know it's clean. No crackheads sitting around it. Smile. Yeah, no prostitutes walking up and down Memorial. It's a lot of crazy stuff down there. I'm not saying it's not good food, but I'm just saying the area is not a presentable area. Baby. Yeah, everyone from Lakeland comes here.
Thanks,
Let me get a
Margaret.
picture over there of you real quick of that.
Okay.
Yep, voted the best Cuban 15 years in a row.
Okay. That one is yours. And this one is mine. You can put your sandwich on that if you like.
Wow. And we got pink lemonade. Ooh, you can get dipping bread
Yep.
as well.
There is my Cuban.
That looks good. That is a pressed Cuban Philly. Oh man, I wonder if they had ketchup.
I'm sure they do if you go ask them.
I guess I have to do it without. I'm gonna need ketchup. Alrighty, I got
So
ketchup.
good.
That looks real good. Pull it up. Damn. What's
got-
in it?
Ham, chorizos, the buns and beans.
I'm tempted to take a friggin'. I'm tempted to pull that out of cheese.
Potatoes.
I'm tempted to take a spoon of that.
Well,
I'm
take
not
it.
even a soup person.
My kids will tell you. That's, well, one of them that's not alive
Put your
anymore would
drink
tell
down
you
there,
that's
sis.
better than, he liked that better than chicken noodle soup when he got sick.
All right, I got a piece of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm. That tastes really good. Almost like chicken noodle soup, but a sabor flavor to it. And it's not black beans. Thank God. Because I'm not a black bean person. All right, they had a side of ketchup. Gonna put it on one side. You got the 4-inch, I got the 8-inch.
Yeah, well, I figure with the soup, because if the soup will fill you up, you don't think so, but it will.
Nice, beautiful day out here,
It is actually. It's still warm, but
but it's not muggy.
oh, not like yesterday.
And this is pressed. Pressed to success. Here we go. Cuban Philly cheesesteak versus the Puerto Rican Philly cheesesteak that I made.
I bet you that's better. Oh, that soup is so good.
What's that thing? I mean, like, because it's on a Cuban bread, I mean, 716, Hooters, Salem's, this is not beating them.
Oh, okay.
But it does have that flavor. What the heck's that? What's that? The juice that they put, mojo. You take some mojo seasoning inside of the flavor of the meat.
That is oh so good. Huh.
But it's the Cuban bread that makes it its own. It's got that pork taste to it. I know it's not pork, but it's that mojo seasoning. Then you get the bread flavor afterwards. Now you have a Cuban sandwich. That's the one that's been voted #1 for 15 years. How was that there?
Excelente.
I noticed it has lettuce and tomato, or just lettuce?
I think it had a little tomato in it, but it's good. It's not overwhelming. It's not all lettuce and tomato. It's the meat, the cheese, the way a Cuban's supposed to be.
I'd give this about as far as a Cuban Philly. This is way better than those places we went to in Philadelphia. I can tell you that much. The original Philly people. But what makes this different, I give this about a 7. But what makes this unique is that if you ever been to Puerto Rico or Cuba or any Spanish island, that, and I'll use just Puerto Rico because that's where I'm getting my flavors from. Remember how we had the pressed egg and ham?
Yeah.
And remember that bread had like that buttery kind of flavor?
Yeah.
That's what this gives you. You get the mojo, the porkness, but then you get the buttery flavor of the bread. And then it just by eating out here and everything, just really makes you feel like you're on the island and stuff. That's its goodness right there. That last bread flavor of the bread being pressed, it's off the chain. Would I buy this again? Hell yeah. I would buy this again.
I'm almost tempted to go get a quarter soup to take home.
But it's just hard to beat those other ones because of the other ones. The other places I'm talking about, their cheese was really like, like this cheese is just a slice of cheese. Those other people have
Right.
poured
Well,
on.
she told you what kind of cheese was going on it.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, almost lost me bread. Don't
Their
wanna
other
do
one,
that.
the cheese was more gooier. This cheese is still not melted. I mean, it's melted on the other one, but... And then the meat is more kind of like a... It looks like it's grounded up too much, and I think that's what it could be. But no,
At least you're able to chew it.
Yeah, but you're right here. On the open, eating. It's not hot, you're in the shade. Now, this definitely tastes better than... What was that place? At the Chinese restaurant. That chicken and wings place we went to.
The Philly?
No, by the Chinese restaurant where we go and get our Chinese food. I just can't remember it.
Back nine?
No. But you're getting close. I just can't remember the name.
Or 9 yards, something like that.
I think it's like a sports bar grill or something. Anyway, that one in Lakeland that I can't remember. End Zone. Way better than the End Zone. But like I said, but what I love about this, because it has its own unique flavor, is that bread at the end. The bread in the end just really gives you flashbacks. It gives me flashbacks of eating that egg, ham, and cheese sandwich with butter. And the bread is very soft. I mean, this is like, people that crave bread, especially Cuban bread, this place has an amazing bread. Amazing bread here. But it's worth coming here.
Heck yeah. My gabanza bean soup here. My Spanish bean soup.
And what I like about your
Oh.
sandwich, what it looked like, it's not messy. The bread is not crumbly. Yeah, I know it has that flavor, that Cuban
And when they
flavor.
pressed it, it wasn't super hard, the bread.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that sometimes happens too, and I don't like that.
It starts chopping your top of your mouth.
Yeah, that was perfection right there. And let me tell you, that soup hit the spot.
When was the last time you had that type of soup?
When I moved in with you.
Whatever.
I don't do soup.
There was other people we were talking to from Lakeland, and they said the same thing about the Strawberry Hut in Memorial Avenue. They said that they went in there and the food was not good. So,
Excuse me. Well, it is on the rough side of town, so
this is definitely where you want to come to. Wheeler and Dixie Street.
uh-huh.
You know how many times we drove by this area and I don't ever remember seeing this place?
It's always been here.
For you, but I've never paid attention and said, oh wow, look at that.
Dude, I can't help it. The only place you thought of going was Orlando back in the day. Not my issue, yours.
And the ketchup on it makes it a 7.5.
Oh. I will have to let Bri know where to come get some cabanas bean soup.
Now, I will tell you this much. It won't beat the Puerto Rican Cuban that I made. I mean, Puerto Rican Philly.
Oh. To each their own.
But no, this is good. Oh, real good.
This pink lemonade's to die for.
Not a lot of ice in it.
And it ain't super sweet.
Yeah. Almost tastes a little bit under country time level.
A little sweet and a lot of sour.
Country time lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Country time, country time. Tastes like good old fashioned lemonade. Would I come here again? Yeah. I'd definitely make it out here.
Hey,
It's
yeah.
right off the exit on I-4, exit 21. As soon as you get off the exit, it puts you right on Wheeler. And it's right there. Just a couple lights in after the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't feel full, which I don't want to say that, and then all of a sudden the camera goes off and I get full, but I'm starting to get leveled out with it. Like, I probably could have ate that 12-inch.
Well, see, that was my thing. I didn't want to get the 8-inch plus the soup. I knew
Right.
the soup was going to come with bread.
But you probably could have ate the 8-inch too. Or you're full.
But I could have ate it, but then I'm going to be so full that I'm going to be miserable.
Oh.
I don't want to do that. I'm tired of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to get content and everything.
I'm content. And this way, too, my sugar don't go whoop, and then all of a sudden crash. Boom. I don't need that either, because then I feel like crap for a day or two after all that.
Right.
It's not good for my body, so it is eat a meal, small meals. And even if I have to eat 5 times a day, but small little meals, then that's what I'm gonna do.
But yeah. How did that Cuban sandwich compare to other Cuban sandwiches you had?
That one rocks. That's what I said. They didn't overpress it. There was plenty of meat in it with lettuce, and I think there was a tomato in there, but it wasn't overdone. to where a lot of places I go to get Cubans and it's mostly lettuce, mostly tomatoes, mayonnaise, and a little thing of it meat.
I always feel like when you go and try to find a Puerto Rican restaurant anywhere, they're not authentic. They always mix other things in there. They're not really authentic. But I find that, because a lot of people are going to say like, oh, well, that's not really a Cuban sandwich. A Cuban sandwich is this and that and everything. And that Cuban sandwich does show tomatoes in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows green pepper as well. But when I come to a Cuban restaurant, I always find that their authenticity is higher than any Latin restaurant I've gone to. Because a lot of these other restaurants, they like to mix different Latin, because it's all the same culture, it's all the same, ingredients, other than something's just minus or less.
Or they add something a little different to it.
Right. But like I said,
it's cooked. It can have all the same seasonings.
But they might add
it's cooked different. If it's traditionally supposed to be fried and you bake it, it changes the whole flavor.
Right. And sometimes they'll add a seasoning to it or take away a seasoning. But I just always find that when I come to a Cuban place, I find the authenticity is more authentic than going to any other Latin place. Like I said, when that bread, I mean, I'm going to be talking about it a million times, but that bread had a flavor. And it's that Cuban authenticity flavor that it just reminds me of when we were in Puerto Rico and we went to that place for our breakfast sandwich, but they use sweet bread there. But this bread here,
the Puerto Ricans use a lot of sweet bread.
Yeah, but this bread here had that butter. I mean, it was Cuban authentic. Like, out of anything in this place, their Cuban bread is the best. I mean, the Cuban bread here is an 8. And like you said, it's not crumbly.
Mm-mm.
It's not hard. It's not burnt. It's to perfection. It's not falling apart on you.
Nope.
It's just that their meat that they use, they shredded it too much that it feels like ground beef, and it slides out a lot in that sandwich there. That's why I give that a 7, because of that. That could have been an 8 if the meat was a little like a tripleta, where the meat's thicker and stuff. This here, the meat was just mushier because I think it was just sliced too much, like really into small pieces. Yeah.
Some people like it like that.
No, I'm not knocking their thing. I mean, like I said, they've been voted the best Cuban for 15 years in a row. They know what they're doing. I was just trying to say that, it was a little sloppy, but overall, the taste and everything, it was like biting into a pork sandwich, but you were really biting into a beef sandwich there. And it's gotten pretty busy. Since we've came here, the lemonade is off the chain.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the lemonade, the 8.5. It's off the chain there. Like I said, it's a beautiful day. We couldn't have came in, at a perfect day. You ready?
I am.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. Nice seating area.
I've got my water. I've got
Very clean. Which way you going? All right, dude. Everybody come to the Strawberry Hut. Hopefully we have enough cup holders for our drinks.